How's it going, Alex?
Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too. How's things going since last weekend?
Going pretty well.
Yeah?
Liking the different club selection, getting
Okay.
used to it.
Any variations in the misses that you had?
I just controlling the distance of it. I definitely got to work on that, so it's going to
Okay.
take a little more practice.
But more consistent with the hits?
Definitely more consistent.
Awesome, awesome. So I know you wanted to work on some bunker practice today. Before you hit a shot, just kind of walk me through what you do in a bunker and then kind of your pre-shot.
Okay, so I'm approaching a shot here, hitting up here.
Let's go to the other flag over there, just so we
Okay.
have some more
Other
room
flag?
to work with.
Okay. So this one is definitely a little bit of a longer bunker shot. So probably hit my 56
Okay,
degree
I
wedge.
got that here.
Okay. So I want to land this about halfway to the hole.
Okay.
Kind of let it run out a little bit. So if I'm setting up for the shot.
Yeah, just kind of walk me through the whole thing.
Okay. So step behind it. I'm evaluating where I want to land it about halfway.
Yep.
I like to have slightly open face with my bunker shots and open stance as well. In pretty middle ball position.
Okay.
And I like to make sure I take some sand about an inch or two behind the ball and accelerate through.
Awesome, let's see it.
Alright.
A little thick there, right?
Yeah.
Would you say your swing is more, is it steeper in the bunker or is it a little bit more shallow?
Never really thought of that in the bunker.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes I go a little steeper than take a little more sand.
All right. Good swing there.
Yeah.
One more for me.
Let's see.
You're coming to the ball here. So your usual miss is too much sand, you were saying?
Yeah, a little bit heavy, a lot of inconsistency.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here. So what would you use your 60-degree for? Just like a shot right here? Pretty
Yeah,
straightforward?
if I had a little less green to work with.
Okay. So more, probably say green side, what percentage of the time would you use your 56?
It's split pretty 50-50.
Okay.
But if I had a shot where I could use both, I'd probably lean towards the 60.
Towards
I have a
the
little
60.
bit more comfortability with that.
Okay. Would you be opposed to picking one and kind of sticking with that, and then we can
Not
work
at all.
different types of shots into that club?
Not at all. I
Okay.
like that.
So you would do 60 over 56?
Yep.
Okay. So, me personally, if I were to go into this first flag,
Okay.
I'd want to be a little bit steeper onto the ball, get it up in the air, and then let it drop as close or if not around the flag.
Okay.
The second one, I would do like you were doing in the beginning, have a little bit more of a shallow swing, get it up in the air and kind of let it run out to the ball.
All right.
So what you want to think is, on the shots where you're going straight up, on the backswing you want to have like this quick V, so it's just a quick hinge. In your mind, you can think of your swing just going like this,
Okay.
in a V scenario. So it's just up and then up again quickly.
All right.
And then for the more shallow shots, I'd like to see you stand a little bit farther away from the ball.
Okay.
Your hands are kind of in tight, kind of between your knees here. Looks like you're getting stuck just a little bit.
All right.
So on these more shallow shots, don't be afraid to get a good space from the ball and really have at it. So let's see. We'll stick with what you're comfortable with and go to that far flag.
Okay.
And let's see here.
All right.
So you want to be a little bit more shallow.
Okay.
And
Farther
then,
away from the ball.
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Very good. You can even open the, or not open the stance, widen your stance just a little bit more.
Okay.
There we go, nice and wide there. Really good. And the thing is, the more you widen your stance,
Yeah.
the shallower your swing's gonna get.
Okay.
And then the more shallow your stance is, the steeper you're gonna get.
Okay.
So when you want to get the ball going a decent amount of the way to the hole,
Yeah.
you want to get as wide as you can. Just let those hands throw right to the flag stick.
Okay.
Let's go to this one up here.
Okay.
Now I'll demonstrate this one for you because it's
Okay.
a little bit more foreign to you.
Okay.
So here we just want to get as steep as we can, hinge your wrist as quick as possible,
Okay.
and then kind of come down a little bit closer to the ball than you normally would,
Okay.
just because most of the force is going to be going into the ground rather than towards the flag stick.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you can even do a practice swing while we're in here. You just want to see your hands hinge as quick as possible, and then go straight down, and then through the swing.
Okay.
I tend to get as wide as I can with all of my bunker shots. It's kind of just a personal preference, but get a little bit taller with these types of shots and get down onto it as quick as possible.
Okay.
That's how it works. Ball through there. But this is another one where you're going to have to figure out what your distances are.
Okay.
Just because you're going to be taking it back a certain length and then judging that distance. Or, I'm sorry, you'll be following through the same length. But you'll be judging that distance by your backswing.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Open that face a little bit more.
Okay.
There we go. And then I want you to take your right hand off the club.
Okay.
Now, so we're like this. Take your right hand and just kind of put it over the grip like so.
Okay.
And then take your grip there.
Okay.
So we want this knuckle on top. So this way, no matter what your hand does, it's really hard to turn the club face over.
Okay.
You've got a very weak grip right on top of the club.
Okay.
Almost like your pointer finger's going back of your left shoulder.
Okay.
Very nice. Awesome. So good. Does that feel different than the first swing?
Feels a lot different,
Yeah.
but
It's definitely going to take a
I
little
feel
while
like
to
the
get
face
used
is
to.
wide open, but the ball's starting on its line.
Exactly. That's right. Awesome. And just to go back to what you were saying before, the club face is super wide open, but unlike, I mean, you're a good enough player to know that the ball is going to start where the club face is,
Yeah.
and then depending upon the club path,
Yeah.
will dictate the shot shape.
Okay.
In the bunker, what's something different about a bunker shot compared to a regular shot?
The sand is definitely kind of throwing the ball.
Yeah, we're not actually hitting the golf ball with the club,
Yeah.
right? It's all about the force and the direction.
Yep.
So I would say in the bunkers, your club path is going to dictate where the ball is going to go, and
Okay.
the club face is pretty much there just to get the ball up into the air.
Okay.
So no matter how open your club face is,
Yeah.
it's not going to dictate whether it goes right of target or on target. It's
Okay.
all about where the
Where you're swinging the club.
exactly.
Okay.
So another thing, just for a visual aspect, and you set up that left pin again.
Okay.
You want to set up that left pin. Step back a little bit from it. There we go. feel strained for you a little bit?
A little bit farther.
And then now what you want to look at would be your club path.
Okay.
You go along this line.
Okay.
So if you want to come back and take a look at this. It's kind of set up like a V here.
Yeah.
So you've got your stances left of target,
Yeah.
and then as you're set up here, you don't want to take the club along a normal plane.
Okay.
You want to keep it out along the target line
Okay.
and back to the target line.
Okay.
So think of it as this is going to dictate where the ball's going to go rather than the club face.
Okay.
Remember, we can be a little bit more shallow with this one, get it to roll out to the hole there. Catch it a little bit closer to the ball.
Okay.
Swing after that flag stick there. Better? Does that make more sense with the,
Yeah.
as far as the path and face relative to target and the bunker?
Yeah.
Awesome. So good. You have any questions for me?
No, I think you covered it all.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
And do you
And
have any?
you said I
Go ahead.
can, with the farther bunker shot getting a little bit shallower, the wider I get, the more shallow the club's going to be.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And then you don't want to be standing straight up with your
Yeah.
closer bunker shots, but less.
Not as wide.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not as wide.
All right.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
So just want to work on those few things and give me some feedback, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks,
See
man.
you next week.